Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today is a bit of an exciting time. It is March break for me. We went on a little trip to Meghan's parents and we just got back. So today, it's a beautiful day out and I came to the land, just me, brought a few tools. We'll see what happens. I only have about an hour-ish of time here. Obviously it's my first time here well, I have a chainsaw Meghan's dad lent me. I have a buck saw, is what I always called it, called a bow saw when you look for them online though, apparently. And an axe, and yeah. I got some spray paint too, so we can, so I can start to maybe spray paint whatever trees we need to take down and whatever, maybe kind of spray paint an outline on the snow of where we think we may want to build the cabin. So, an exciting time because we're really actually getting onto the land and starting to do things. So, hopefully, it's no problem to get back. It doesn't look so bad today when I look out. It should still be kind of icy underneath, so it should be no problem to get back, especially just me myself, other than the fact that I have way too many tools to go by myself. And I wanted to bring Luca's little sled, but it was too frozen in the ice. So yeah, come along with me. We'll get on the land. We'll start to hopefully get a little bit more of an idea of what we're gonna do to get going, and I'm excited. Let's get out there. Let's enjoy the sun. It's also, I didn't say this, but it's also supposed to be up to 5-6 degrees soon. So it's a beautiful day and I'm excited just to spend some time in the woods. So let's get out there and let's do it. Come along with me. All right, walking through the snow. Let's see what we can do. It is beautiful. Snow is crunchy, so we'll see how much I fall through, but things shouldn't be too bad to get back. I don't have the chainsaw right now, but I have this bin of saw, hatchet. My old hatchet was a tiny one. The new axe, which I know isn't sharpened, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to use that today, but let's get back there and let's start looking at things and seeing what we can do. Also, FYI, to all the people who showed concern about, wow, it looks really wet. We tried to say it in that video, but that was not indicative. That is not what it usually looks like. Here's what it usually looks like, or what it looks like right now at least. And see, back here, the driveway really actually is higher than the wetland. So that was like an abnormal February, like super warm days and rain. Rain has nowhere to go in February here. Ground is frozen. So that water was flushing across here and underneath. And that's just because everything was frozen underneath still. So yes, it was concerning, and we did say, yeah, that's a little scary, because what if that happens once the driveway's in and it's winter and we're here? But it's not like it's always that wet. So to anyone who is showing concern for that or reaching out to us, don't worry. Yes, for one, there is some things we need to do to get this driveway probably raised a bit. But that video where we first came and couldn't even get back because it was too wet, not the norm. All right, back in the area where we think we may want to do the cabin. So I'm just kind of scouting out right now. Let's go cut our first tree on the land. All right, it's like we're breaking ground. This thing is dead as could be. I probably could just break it. Let's not do that. Let's cut it down. First tree cut on our land. Here we go. First tree down, and a billion to go. There's definitely going to be some fires coming up. I am going to take a minute. I got some spray paint and a longer measuring tape, and we're going to take a minute to kind of measure out some general general area, general idea. And it is good to be here around noon so we can see, I know it's March so it's a little different, but where the sun is going to be in the sky, which tells us what we're going to have to do for taking out trees and stuff like that for solar. Alright, I'm going to get this tape measure out of the package, start measuring some things and see what size we're playing with here. Just measured out 32 feet, which is our longest. Now I'll measure across this way. Now before anyone says anything, I know this is just gonna melt away, but my plan is to cut up some stakes. I'll use the hatchet and the saw, cut up some decently long stakes and just stake out the corners of the important corners at least, because it's not just going to be a rectangle. It's going to be a 32 by 15 with a little bit of a extension kind of pop out thing. So in case anyone asks, mentions it, I know the paint's going to go away. It's on the snow, but for now it's a super easy way. It's a good time to lay it out, paint it down, and then we'll stake the corners. And then once the corners are staked, we can at least we can just use rope or whatever we need. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I have the main rectangle sprayed out. Still unsure of how good this area will be or how high we'll need to build it up, just because of there's clearly some tire ruts. You can see it down this way too. And when I step in those, it's going like to my knee right now. So it's like, I don't know how deep the actual ruts are or whatever, but obviously we'll need to do some work here. But now, so this is the main area, and our idea at least is to have the main, not the main, sorry. Well, I guess the main entrance would be kind of here, and then we'd have a deck over this way, and our extension here for the bedrooms is kind of our main idea, because we want to have a deck right beside the main, I keep saying main, we want to have a deck right beside the extension, and we want the deck obviously to have some sun. Kind of looking at this though, thinking we may want to shift it, like take the same measurements or whatever, but shift it quite a ways this way more, a little more 45. Anyway, to 45 degrees to where it is right now, I guess, and get more of the day sun. Keeps you heated. Obviously, for solar, that would be super important and helpful. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Still having fun. So not really. You always have high expectations, but I figured I wouldn't cut a lot today. But I'm going to do the little extension here, and then we'll get some little trees cut and peg in some stakes. And that's probably all I'll get to today because I got to go home. So let's keep going. Alright, so it turns out I have a little bit more time than I thought I did. I'm over here, I'm just realizing I'm over here where I'm out of the sun now, and it's like, it seems dark and it's clearly colder. So not used to being in the woods. But yeah, so I have a little bit more time than I thought I did. So I think I'm gonna start to just kind of clear out some of the tiny trees. And I may go try to get the chainsaw. We'll see. I have about half an hour. But I know with the handsaw and the axe, I could at least clear out just some of the things that are just going to need to be taken out of the way, and I'll have to move a lot of brush over to different areas. But yeah, so we'll get back working just for a little bit, and I'm happy that I have just a little bit more time here. Let's get to it. That's fun. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. First time using a chainsaw in a very long time. But I have a ton of stuff cut, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag it out now, and that'll probably be it for today. Not a huge amount done. There's a lot of stuff to cut, but it was fun to get the saw out and try it. I think I need to sharpen it, take some time at home in the shop, sharpen it up nice and good. But I'm gonna be able to get out a decent amount of stuff that's back here. There may be a few I'll try to get out that I haven't cut yet, that I'll try to cut. But for now, whew, I take these sunglasses off. I'm getting all hot and steamy. Brand new work gloves. They're looking good. They're looking used, and they're looking ready to keep going. All right, I have just a few more trees to clean up quick before I go. But hey, even just from when I showed up, it's a little thinned out, some of the tiny stuff. It's gonna be a lot to cut, but there's a lot of tiny stuff that I can come out. Even just now that I've tried the saw, I know what I'm doing a little bit. Can come and cut a lot of, there's smaller over that way and some smaller stuff back here, and slowly just thin it out. And then, like I said, on some of these really big ones, I'll probably need some help. But anyway, so super exciting. And the other thing too, with a lot of these trees that are a little bit bigger, some of them are super straight. I would love to be able to use them for other projects, so not just burn them or whatever in a campfire, but actually use them for other projects. So that is it for today. I'm gonna truck out. I'm gonna pack up and go to the truck. Trek out, I guess is what I was trying to say. I'm gonna get out of here and get in the truck and go home. Yeah, don't want to leave though, but it's time to pack up for sure and get home. So here we go, let's pack up.